Hey, so I wanted to make a quick little video regarding mixed in key, which I've had since version 10, but I was considering whether I wanted to go into the Mixed in Key 11 Pro, and when looking into that, it's where I immediately started to see all of these major issues that I hadn't noticed before. Mixed in Key Pro, which I don't have yet, so I got the demo, it really relies, especially on the mashup, but also on the DJ mix, it relies on its cue points. And if the cue points that it creates, because it doesn't import cue points that come from Rekordbox. I've made my cue points on Rekordbox. This can export its own cue points to Rekordbox. Since it does that, I would prefer that it be just the memory cues and not give me hot cues as well. But so far, it does both automatically, both hot cues and memory cues. And I don't want that. But a memory cue to tell me where different energy levels is fine, but even then it doesn't really matter, because when I spin on my XDJ RX3, while it shows the memory cues, it doesn't show them in any custom colors, and it doesn't show their labels, so I wouldn't know what the energy level is based off of just that. But anyway, I thought it might be cool to use this as a quick mashup thing and a quick DJ mix. I do my mashup tests on my RX3, but it might be fun to sit down and do it here and get some ideas. The problem is mashups don't really work if the cue points aren't lined up. I don't know if these cue points are lined up. This looks like it's on something. I don't know if that is. Nope, already. So already the one, it's not on the downbeat. One of these songs is not on the downbeat. So instead of hearing da 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 da, you're hearing da 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 da, because there's two different things. Okay, so that is on the beat. Dun dun dun. What is this? So there you go. This starts on a snare. I don't know if I can even go back. But this is, so they're choosing what Want Your Body. So let's go to Want Your Body. I'm making a playlist here of, I'm starting from the top, and I'm however many songs this is. And out of these songs so far that I've been working on, I have 18 tracks that I've identified as having wrong cue points. They're either not on the beat directly. Like, look at this. The cue point is right in between the things. So while we're here, I'm even going to show this. I'm moving the cue point. Okay. I'd like to move the playhead. There we go. So if I wanted to move it right here, if I drag it, that's the first time it moves, and it moves too far. It's like moving by like video frames almost. It's not going to the beat. Now, what I haven't tried yet that they said you can do is, if I try, I can't even move the playhead. They said you can snap the cue point to your playhead, but I can't even move the playhead there. It's not going till I let go. Can I just click here? Nope, it won't let me click directly onto it. So it's like there's some other grid going on here, and I don't know what grid is there that I'm not seeing. That it's just not right. So I can't even move my cue point to where I need to move it. That's the main thing there. Even if I try moving it, it won't work. So what was the track that was having an issue? Ronnie Size, Want Your Body. So let's see. So it's one beat off. The kick drum is here, but where does it start? So I'd have to move it. It's not even, doesn't seem to be snapping, but maybe if I let it go near it. No, it's not snapping. There we go. I thought it had snapping. Do I have snapping? Oh, snap. There we go. Oh, it snapped to the playhead. Okay. Also not something I want. Can I move this? Can I click this? Like, it shouldn't be this hard to... I'm clicking on the triangle and trying to drag over. It's not going. I can double click. All right, so can I double click here? How about that? It won't let me go to here. At what point does the double clicking work? Oh, does it through all of these things? Oh, not this one. So you're immediately seeing the problem. I can't even double click right on this beat. If this is where I wanted the hot cue to be on, I can't do it. This one I can, this one I can, this one I can, this one I cannot. This one's in the middle. So at least I can bring this up there like that. Great. Oh, but it's not actually... What? Let's go to the next one and then go back. Wow, so even though I've moved the cue point to this, it's still not actually starting on that. So, there you go. What is this? So here, more. So it's supposed to land here. Boom. This is the boom. This is the downbeat. The 1.1 bar, as Rekordbox. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, this snapped over to it. How about that? That snapped over to it. And now it works. That's great. But still, if we're going to be doing mashup mode, it doesn't matter if I'm trying to hear the beginning of it. It's not going to be lined up. And that's off. So here's what I'm trying to say is I don't want to have to fix every single cue point manually, one at a time, for so far 18 songs out of the first, what was the last cue point? Okay, 666 from, maybe that's why I'm having problems, because I got tracks called 666 on here. So to remember my place of where I am, because another thing I don't like about this is it doesn't tell you how many tracks you've selected, how far down you are. Year, volume, tempo, sample rate, label, group, genre, date added, composer, clipped, peak, bit rate, but it doesn't give you track 1, track 2, track 3. And if I start pulling them over, on like Rekordbox, there's a little red circle on your cursor that tells you how many songs you've grabbed. Here, it's not telling me how many songs I've grabbed. When they're highlighted, it doesn't tell you anywhere that I can see. In the interface, I see nowhere in the interface it says you have selected 10 songs. It says how much music I have. All music, that's great. So let's just straight up count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So out of 44 songs, 18 have incorrect beat grids. So I was saying it was about half of my collection. And so far, if the pattern holds up, that is accurate. That first one was right. I might have actually been going through and fixing these myself, and then after a while I realized it's going to take way too much. Nope, see, it's supposed to hear. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Also, when I hit spacebar, I can play and stop it, but once I hit play here... Oh, wait, now it's working. Spacebar wasn't working before. Oh, okay, add that, but it's still... Oh! It was attached, and now it's not attached. Now, let me undo it. It's attached. I click, I grab, and now it goes out of sync. Now I can't connect it. So... Yet another example of how I can't even fix a hot cue even if I wanted to. I can't snap the playhead right to it. Can I like play it and stop it? Oh, look at that. It jumped its way back when I hit spacebar to stop instead of stopping where I had it. Let's try pulling it further back. 1, 2, 3, 4, stop. Nope, it still jumps all the way over there. So, oh, you land on that. But it's this one. Anyway, so I don't think I need to explain any more about this video. You saw that the grids aren't lining up on a bunch of songs, and of the songs that it doesn't line up with, there's plenty of times you can't even fix it, and that makes playing mashups well, now it's lining up because I fixed it, I guess. But, okay, so, yeah, let's stop it. So this cue point is not fixed. It starts on the... It's supposed to start here, kick snare, but it's starting on the snare. It's supposed to be kick snare, kick snare, kick snare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, that's supposed to be. But it's not doing it, so... When you hit mashup now... It's not right. It's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. It's wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Da 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 da. It's making a da 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 sound, which is wrong. It doesn't even sound like they're... Let's try another idea, since it's got 999 ideas. That was correct. That is on the beat. Is this? I feel like this is wrong. Oh no, it's right. And also, like, sometimes, like, this bar looks brighter. And this bar looks brighter. And this, so it looks like that's a downbeat bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. But the downbeat is actually on one of the lesser brighter bars. Oh, no, this is not accurate. Da 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 da. So let's zoom into it. Yeah, the bar was almost... Why did it actually sound okay? That was weird. One, two, three, four, bum. It's supposed to hit. Okay, so the 4 on. Let me stop at the. Yeah, I was counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 on this Another Life track, and it was not at. It had not gotten back to 1 when this track hit its obvious next verse. So these are out of alignment, but it doesn't sound terrible. And it's interesting that I've given it this song, and yet the options so far have been very like old school jungle, which I love old school jungle, but if I'm putting in this more dance floor heavy track, very synthy, very modern, very, computer sounding, I don't know if it goes well with these old school jungle tracks that sample real drum breaks, the amen break, and all that stuff from the Winstons, the raga voices and whatnot. It's like two different styles of drum and bass. It's drum and bass and it's jungle. This sounds on beat and it sounds in alignment. The downbeat is where it needs to be on both. They're lined up together.
Darker, 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 darker.
But it took me to the third idea before I could even get something that's actually correct. So the first two are basically a waste because it doesn't even look like I can fix the cue points. I mean, I can turn this just into a playlist and not worry about where exactly the cue points are. You know, if it sounds like, oh, it could be good, even though it's a total mess because the downbeat is not lined up, but I hear generally what it's doing. I can save that mashup idea and just make the mashup myself live while I'm DJing, which is what I prefer to do anyway, but I shouldn't have to spend $40 for an application that just gives me a rough idea of what it sounds like, and I got to use my brain power to figure out what it would sound like if it was done correctly. You know, it's ridiculous. So this is going to change key. That's cool. I don't mind that, but let me see if it's even lined up. That's my big worry right now. Is it even lined up? I like how it flipped from 2A to 9A. Very nice. I wish my RX3, when it highlighted which songs were matching in key, that it would match this as well. I can't save it because I don't have it. But all right, but that's good. I like it. Let's bring it back to 1. What else I would, would like to have, this is going to make me buy it because there's so much else wrong with it, but when you're in the My collection and you have these little cue point, you can jump from cue point to cue point. Why don't they have jump from cue point to cue point here? So I'm treating this as if it were a DJ mix, not a mashup, because I'm starting at the end with one and the beginning of the other, but sounds like this is a fraction of a second off. Seems like it's on beat. Very good. It looks off from the waveform, but why can't the waveforms be more specific? Okay, it hit on the right beat. Very good. Oh, you won't even let me try more than 5? I never actually did that. I never actually tried more than 5 because they were always so wrong. It bothered me. Okay, but there was a live look. It took me up to 3 to get anything that worked. And then 3, 4, and 5 worked. So is 6, 7, and 8 going to not work? I don't know. I don't know. But those are my problems. I like that you can loop. That's good. But what is it? Looping 32 in the mashup? Well, this only loops 16. I actually don't even know how that works. Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's what it is. All right. Wait, why is this loop started not correctly? Oh, I need to. Okay, now if I do a loop, the loop starts where the playhead was. Okay, got it. That scared me. Yeah, circuit breaker needs to be nudged a fraction. They're not perfectly in sync. What I would like to know now, though, is it actually using the grids from Rekordbox? But it can't be, because that one song, it was so off, and I know my grids are not wrong like that. Well, some of them maybe some of them are. Or maybe it's this song where the grid is off a little bit. It sounds correct. Let's find out. Okay, so here we are inside of Rekordbox, and I'm in the export mode with 2 players. And let me add this as another reason I don't really want to use mixed in key. While you can definitely more easily test your mashup ideas by hitting the right arrow button to keep going, one, it's not actually that easy to just hit the right arrow button when these tracks aren't lined up. So you might be able to very easily get to the next song, but the song isn't playing in sync correctly, so it's pointless. But 2, Rekordbox can play songs in sync, and it has the suggestion monitor, so I can click on a song, get a collection of all the tracks that work with it. I can make a playlist of this and put it right here, and in my 2-player mode, just keep double-clicking the next song. Or take the song I want, because double-clicking, I think, defaults to putting it on the top. So if I just do this, yeah, it puts it on the top. So I would put the song that I want to test ideas with and put that on the bottom, and then I can double-click all the songs I want to try with it, and they just keep loading automatically into the next, into the player at the top, and they're already lined up. But anyway, so we have Another Life, and we have Circuit Breaker, and they weren't in sync in mixed in key, but how do they sound when Rekordbox lines them up? Whoops, I forgot I had to do that. And line them up. Okay. Oh wait, can you hear it? Oh yes, you can. Good. Okay. Because I have audio output different on Rekordbox. They sound locked on, but we can just kind of jump to. I'll do the second drop here and well, that's actually interesting. It's a little bit harder to tell for me if it's as in sync as it was on the other one, because I have the audio coming out of a different audio output. So it's not coming into my headphones like it was for mixed in key. But we can take a closer look. Oh, these ones are actually, there's a little bit of a gap. So maybe it was me and I didn't line it up right on there. Ah, so it might have been me. It might have been me. That's a little off itself, actually. And when I say it might have been me, I let Rekordbox place these, but I will go through and usually I'll check to make sure it's aligned correctly, and it looks like it's... This one's a little tiny bit off too, but maybe not enough so that I even noticed, because when you zoom out all the way, it seemed right. But okay, so that's good to know about that. But it doesn't take away from the fact that some of these are way, way off. Way off. Like an entire drum kick off. And it doesn't take away from the fact that I can't then move a playhead over it the way I need to. Maybe this one will work. Nope, now, right, this is the, see, now it's in between. Not good. Oh, so let me check this while we're here. So is it because my grid actually has something right there that's wrong? That's 10 stripes by Bunners, and it's about 2 minutes and 55 seconds into the song.
A basket.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tiny bit off by like a pixel's width on my, but it's not to the point where you couldn't. The playhead in mix and key was like from here, and then it was jumped over here, and then jumped over here. It was like on this guy right here, but then jumped all the way over here. So I don't know what is up with that, but that's definitely an issue. Yeah, so all this to say is it is not worth me spending another $40 on Mixed In Key Pro just to have an arrow button here for me to move to the next one, because Rekordbox gives me ideas on what tracks will go well with something automatically. This is the free version, as you can see. It's not something that's behind a paywall, a subscription paywall. Maybe it'll become that, but right now it's not. So I get all the songs, I can select all of them and make a playlist out of them. And let's just do it right now. So this is all based off of Crime from Zombie Cats, which we can bring Zombie Cats into it. I'll call it Mashup Tests. Then take all the ones that apparently can work well with it, drop them in there. Now we got 101 tracks inside of Mashup Tests. Go into 2-player mode. Take the Chime song, which is the one that we want to check. What songs go well with it? Put it on the bottom track. And now I'll go ahead and double click on Can't Punish Me. Now, of course, yeah, this is definitely makes it a little bit more difficult. Hitting spacebar only plays one track, so that's an issue. But I can line them up and bring one back a little bit early. I can nudge them. There we go. And certainly with Mixed In Key, I can then jump to another point and they automatically start the mix again. All of that is great. But if your cue points aren't lined up, then all of that is pointless. And of course, I have my cue points colorized so I know which ones I want to go. So now I know the phrases are lined up. Just Can't Punish Me. Now we'll go over to the other one. I will look into seeing if there's a way to have spacebar play both songs at the same time. Okay, so Reddit says what I already knew, that anything you want to do on the second track, you usually hold Shift and click the same button on the keyboard that you would have at the top, on the top track. So I'll hit spacebar, and then when the green E hits the middle, I'll do Shift spacebar, which will play the next one. And you can't make stems out of this stuff. So there's a lot of things that Pro offers that you can't do in Rekordbox. I'm fully aware of that. But again, I have to repeat and go back to the issue is that all of those features are worthless to me if I can't listen to the songs properly because your cue points aren't correct. And your grid, whichever invisible grid this playhead seems to be bouncing along, whatever makes this grid, whatever grid this thing is using that it doesn't see this right here, that it bounces to either side of it. Just about all of the features that Pro has is reliant upon, dependent upon the cue points. So, it just doesn't work for me. I do still use mixed in key for making sure I get the correct key, and I use it with the energy level because I like to put it, as you can see here, I like to have it in front of my comments. So while I'm scrolling through stuff on my XDJ RX3, I can not only take a look at some of the elements that the song has, I can immediately know what its energy level is. And so for those two reasons, I like it. And I like the tag editor. I like that if something is wrong here, if I need to make this 7, but I need to make all of them 7, I can just click and drag this and start highlighting all the ones. And I can turn this into a 6 if I wanted to by pulling it. By pulling it down if I wanted to, but I don't want to do that now because I'm happy with it. So yeah, a lot of things that I like about it, but tons that I don't like about it. More than enough to make it absolutely not worth it to get the Pro version for mashups. I can do enough already with Rekordbox with a little bit of a workaround. So yeah, that's my issue with the current version of mixed in key, and maybe they'll improve it. Maybe you'll actually see the grid. Maybe you can actually know that mixed in key is importing the grids that you slaved over in Rekordbox, and they can bring that grid into mixed in key. So you only have to do the grid once and not worry about it again in another piece of software. And hopefully they can figure out the cue points. See, it's so that's where it should hit. Hey, that worked. Great, but do I really want to do this for every single cue point for?
Yeah, so I've been to switch up.
Don't want to have to do that for every song when I have 5,000 songs to go through. And if it's happening with half of the songs in my collection, I don't want to have to do it with 2,500 songs. All right, that's all.